Hello and welcome to KURA Talk, and this is Monday Madness. Today we're going to be talking about feminism and how young people relate to feminism. And with me I've got two young women. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Probably before we dive into it, how was your weekend? What did you guys do over the weekend?
My weekend was kind of nice. It was relaxing. I didn't get to, do a lot of things because, I just wanted to chill. I just wanted to relax, and sleep.
Okay. And how was your weekend?
Yeah, mine was good too. I had to chill with my friends, catch up on what's going on in their lives. Yeah, basically that.
Okay, Messi, in your own understanding, what do you understand with the term feminism?
Thank you. Like with term feminism, I believe it's giving women like rights as human beings, not women being like this high species over others, because they should be treated like human beings, as access to all the rights, legal, everything like others. Yeah.
To me, feminism is all about human rights. It's not about, to define feminism, I think in this kind of era and generation, you also have to define what it's not. To me, feminism is all about human rights, equity and not equality, and basically giving opportunities to women, not because of their gender. And what it's not misandrism. It's not hating men. It's not wanting to take opportunities from men. And it's also not, like I said, it's not giving opportunities or jobs or whatever to women just because they're women. It's just basically giving them the space, the tools, the skills to be, to unleash their fullest potential.
Do you think it's really practical to practice feminism in Africa, and in this case in the Rwandan community? Do you think it's possible?
I think it's possible. I think unless human rights are not practiced in Rwanda, like we said, feminism is all about human rights. Yeah. So feminism is practical in Rwanda. It is practical in Africa. But I also think I also want to touch on certain misconceptions. Feminism is a little bit different from what people might think. When you come to Rwanda, when you're in Rwanda, there are certain, culture, tradition, values that also have to be incorporated in our version, in our feminism context. So to me, I think since human rights are a priority, are a top priority in every society, in every culture, it is also possible to incorporate feminism in our in Rwanda and in Africa, but also incorporate it in our values, traditions, and culture.
Yeah. Let's not go in papers how it should be. Let's go in practical. Like, how is it done? I think people have dragged it too far. People have took it like in the wrong context. If we go practical, for example, now a woman, they have rights and they should have rights, which I agree with that. But now women think now we have the rights. Now men go to cook. It's like wait. It's like it's like a must. It's like an order. A man can do it. If he wants to. Same goes with a woman. He can do it. Like, for example, the work from homes, like, personally, I don't like to wash. But I don't want a man to tell me, you should wash because you're a woman. Same goes with women, shouldn't go to men. Now I have the right to do whatever I want. That means now it's your turn to be under.
Okay, I see you're burning up with something.
I think, I agree with Merci. Feminism is not about ordering men or ordering women about what to do. But I also think people took that to be feminism, but it's not feminism. It's just that they associated it with the loudest voices, which most movements actually do. They take a cause and they associate it with the loudest voices, the people that are most visible on social media and platforms, and they associate it with that. They associate their thoughts, their mindset, their mentality with the cause, which is totally different. To me, feminism is not about 50-50. Like, if I do this, you have to do this. If I don't want to cook, you go cook. Like, it's all about, like I said, it's equity. Like, it's supporting each other where one falls short. For example, Merci just said she doesn't like to wash clothes or dishes, I don't know. But that's the thing. If she has a partner, the partner should support her while she's falling short. And same goes with her. If she's, if she falls short on, if her partner falls short on a certain thing, she should be also be able to support. It's all about supporting. It's all about equity. And the problem that I have with most people that are against feminism is not that they're against feminism. It's just that they're against the I don't know, misconceptions. They're against those misandrists or those people that took feminism, that took the cause out of context.
I want to bring it closer to home. I think a couple of days ago, the Minister of Gender and Family Affairs came through and presented something saying that about 65% of women are justifying wife beating. And I want us to relate this to the word justification there, and I want us to relate it to how this or what this means to feminism. Do you guys think that it is viable or it is justifiable if your boyfriend beats you up for any reason at all?
Okay, first of all, I would like to say that it is actually very, very, very sad that in this 2022, 65% of women justify wife beating. If it was 65% of men, I would be okay. But bro, you are a woman and you are saying it is justifiable for you to be beaten up.
Okay, maybe just to go like a little bit deep into it, about 18% was saying that if you fail to cook right, you should get bitten. About 31% was saying that if you argue with your husband, you should get bitten. And 40% was saying if you fail to take care of your child, you should get bitten. And then lastly, a shocking about 61% was saying that if you cheat, you should actually get bitten.
Because if 65% of women in Rwanda, that's a large number of people.
Is. More than a half.
Yeah, still justify that. It actually shows that, we really don't understand what, to me, what feminism is.
Sure.
You have all access. You have everything that you need to get yourself out of that kind of situation. The government is on your side. Everyone is on your side. And you're still there justifying that. To me, as feminists, that's the real battle we should be fighting, and not the social media trends, and not the...
And I like that you've said that. Do you believe in the 50-50 mantra? Do you think there's a balance? If we say, women want the 50-50, access to economic opportunities, to social opportunities, to political opportunities, which then translate to also participating 50-50. If women want access 50-50, that means they should also bring 50-50. So would you split the bill with your boyfriend when you go on a date? Would you be able to, if you're asked out on a date, are you able to say, no, I'll pay for my meal, or I'll pay for our meal?
Yes, I could split the bill with my boyfriend.
I could split the bill with my boyfriend, but this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't want it to be the kind of thing where it's some sort of code or argument.
I see.
For example, if I take you out, I want to be able to be like, no, this time I am paying. Or the next time you're saying, no, I am paying, I want to treat you, I don't want it to be a code of like, oh, every time we have to split the bill because you're the man and I am the woman. That's kind of stupid, honestly.
It is.
People should be able to, do what you
harmony.
want, be you,
Yes.
and do you,
Yes.
and have, it's like the same thing of saying, oh, well, you can't ask a guy out because you're a woman. And I'm like, why? If he's cute, I'm going to ask him out.
I'm
Has
going
anybody
to
else
ask
asked out
you
at
a
that?
question.
Okay. Yeah.
How would you feel if a woman asked you out as a man,
It's pretty daring.
As an African
as
man.
an African man?
I personally, I would love to actually see that. It's pretty daring because in our culture, in our upbringing, we were taught that we have to make the first move, and then through different levels of cultivation, education, you go to college, you start watching TV, and then you learn these new cultures. I'm open for it, but to my fellow African sisters, it's a really big step for you guys to actually make.
If people should be actually empowered to be themselves.
Yes.
For example, a girl maybe because, I don't know, she's shy or whatever, maybe she cannot make that first step, which is understandable. Same to a guy. There are guys who are, reserved, they're timid, they're shy, they don't want to make the first step. And if you as a woman, you want to be like, yo, I like you, you like me, what's up? You should be able to do that. It all comes down to people. My point is, it should all come down to people, who you are and how you feel, not because this is the norm, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as we're about to wrap this up, I need to understand if you guys think that men can be feminists. Do you think that men can be actually regarded as feminists? This question is coming from, I've heard some women saying that men do not go, on monthly periods, so they normally don't. They could actually not understand the whole idea being a female and the struggle behind feminism. So men can't be feminists. So what do you guys think about that?
Let me. This is a curious question. Maybe the viewers will comment and tell us: doesn't men go through stuff that we women don't go through?
Probably. I don't know.
But
I think I'm the middle, right?
tell
Do
us.
you guys go through stuff?
We have to go through women.
You have to go through women?
Yes, and women are facing all this. So women are carrying all this, right? And then we have to carry the women.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Now I understand your point.
It's hard being a man.
Yeah, it's hard being a man. Okay, do you
Both. It's hard being human being.
to me, if I could answer your question, I think men can be feminists.
Yes,
feminists.
definitely.
Because
We even
it's
know
all
men who are
about
feminists. Yes.
human rights. I think the most problem that men have with feminists is they are feminists, but they just don't want the label.
Okay.
They just don't want to be.
Yes.
They don't want to be called feminists because okay, first of all, it's going to appear as if they're weak, they're not masculine, they're not.
Yes.
The second thing is because of all the misconceptions. They're like, yeah, I am a feminist, but I don't want to be associated with all this.
I will support my women in the back.
I will support my mother, my
my
sister, my
daughter,
wife,
like,
girlfriend, whatever.
yes.
But I don't want to
To
be
be
associated
labeled,
with
like,
that. And I think it all comes down, to the misconceptions and the whole narrative around feminism. But at the end of the day, if you support human rights, you support feminism.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I agree with her.
To also complement your point, you just said as young people, and I think our role in the whole feminism narrative is, first of all, like Master said, to understand it, understand the cause, and understand the purpose and the goal.
Definitely.
So how best do you think we can localize feminism so that young people relate to it and implement it so that the next generation won't fall into the same mistakes or same discrepancies?
I think the best way we can localize feminism is, first of all, understand how to incorporate it in our society. Because feminism in Rwanda can be different from feminism in the United States, in Europe, in Nigeria, in whatever. We have to understand how we're going to support women, support rights, give opportunities to everyone, and also build the equity we were talking about, and also empowering each other through feminism, but also incorporate our values, traditions, and culture. Some people, some feminist activists that we usually hear are against certain things in our culture. But I think when you go back to the Rwandan culture, there are certain practices, yes, they have to be defied, they have to be, renewed or transformed, but there are certain other practices that were taken out of context because maybe people don't understand it very well, maybe people don't understand where they originated from. But I think the best way for us to localize feminism is understanding how to practice it in our society, how we function, how we think, how we're made as individuals, as Rwandans, and also practicing it in ways that are in line with our own values.
Yes. So for me, I will go with this. Like question yourself. Why am I supporting feminism? What's the cause? What am I fighting for? Don't go, who am I fighting against? And then understand equity. And then take the feminism, as she said, in our content, Rwandan content, Rwandan culture. Then we will not see cases we are seeing nowadays. Yes.
Thank you guys so much for coming through. It has been amazing, and I really enjoyed this discussion. So yes, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Today we were talking about feminism and how young people actually relate to it. This is KURA Talk, and this show is called Monday Madness. I answer to the name CLINTON. My name is Clinton. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.